What's going on, Legion? As we're like always, we got some Macdonald. I believe this is the second to last one, which is kind of sad, but it's exciting to hear the end of it. This is best disease ever. I thought maybe we heard this before, but on YouTube it doesn't show that I've watched it. Excuse me. If it is, we'll go to the next one, the last one. But I'm pretty sure, like, everybody's done the disease thing, right? So, with that being said, let's just get into it, check it out, see what it's all about. And let's hope it's good.
Although my buddy, I did want to say one thing about my buddy Richie, who has a disease. And
oh, I think the one I'm thinking of is the one where he was talking about death.
but it's an interesting disease he has. He has the disease of alcoholism.
Or maybe we have.
And he came to me, and he told me, and I like to look, I'm the kind of guy who likes to look at the bright side of things, So I told him, I said, Richie, it's true that you have a disease and everything, but I think you got the best one. It's the only disease where you get to drink booze all the time.
I feel like we've heard this.
I haven't looked at every medical journal, but I believe it's the only disease where you can constantly drink booze. As a matter of fact, that is the disease. And I don't think Richie would think if he had a disease. Like, I don't think Richie would go to my Uncle Bert, go, hey, I understand you got bowel cancer. Ah, man, I know how you feel. I gotta drink a lot of booze. Those diseases,
It doesn't
they're
say
tough,
we've
those
watched it.
diseases, huh, Uncle Bert? Hey, what's your symptoms, Uncle Bert? Well, my bowel, I got blood pouring out of it all the time. I got bowel blood pouring out, gushing out of my bowel, almost nonstop. And I got searing.
Unless this is like this one that's not titled with one of these names. If we've seen this, we've seen this. It sounds familiar. I don't really remember it fully. But there is one on my list that is like labeled like the battle whatever something or other, Macdonald, and it doesn't have this. But all the other ones are labeled, so it doesn't show that we've seen it. Who knows?
Clawing, pains, ripping, tearing, mind-screeching bowel pains, and they're combined with aching, dull, soul-deadening bowel pain.
I feel like we've seen this, though.
Those are basically my symptoms. How about you? I get happy. And, I tend to be able to talk to people easier, I find.
Sounds like the I don't drink one.
Sometimes I will meet a lady at a bar, got the same disease as I do, and I'll fuck her. But, that's in the latter stages of the disease, Uncle Bert. You gotta realize that. Know what I mean, Uncle Bert? But, no, but listen, man, I don't minimize what he does, though, because he admits that he's an alcoholic and that he's weaker than a bottle, and that ain't easy to do. I couldn't do any of that shit. I'm too proud, you know what I mean? I got too much pride, like they say in the scriptures, pride goeth before the fall, and he can somehow, it's a very beautiful thing he does. He goes to Alcoholics Anonymous, and he says, right in front of them, he says, he goes in front of a whole room full of people, and he says, I am an alcoholic, which I know does not sound that anonymous.
I swear.
I didn't name the group, but...
This is like a mix between, like, I don't drink and courageous battle. I feel like that's the one. I literally just keep looking up the list. It does not show that I've watched this, but it sounds so familiar. If we have, whatever.
Sounds like the exact opposite of anonymous. Whatever. Like, to me, the alcoholics that, the anonymous alcoholics, to me, would be like you guys. I don't fucking know. I can't tell, But once you tell a whole church basement full of people, your cover's pretty well blown. But anyways, it still requires a lot of... The only thing they seem to be anonymous about, from the way I can gather it, is they won't tell you their last names. Anything else goes, But not the last name. Oh, no. Sometimes they'll say the first, like they'll go, I am Richie and I am an alcoholic, or the first initial. They'll say, my name is Richie K and I am an alcoholic. Then anything goes. They're like, one time I remember I was under the influence of the demon rum and by God, I started punching my newborn in the face. I looked down at my fist and it was all bloody with, I don't know what it was. It was either from my knuckles or my son's skull.
Jesus.
I'm not telling you my last name. That's none of your beeswax. As far as I'm concerned, a man should have a little, Did I ever tell you about the time I blew a dog for a pint of gin? Oh, yeah, I did tell you that. First initial's K, I'll give you that much. Richie K, but I'm not going to tell you the last letters. Plus, you can memorize my face. But other than that, I would like to keep this completely anonymous. If there was just a way I could...
That dude's laughing.
And what better way to keep a secret when you think about it than tell a room full of drunks? That's not going anyplace, As soon as the guy has a relapse, hey, Richie blew a dog for a pint of gin. He told a whole bunch of us. I understand the dog had some gin. What are you going to do? Oh, yeah. Richie K. You know Richie K?
Richie K. All right. So as far as I'm aware, couldn't be popular. Tiger Woods we've seen. Best disease ever. That's what we just did. Best disease ever. I know we've done the Tiger Woods, which it not saying that and then best disease makes me kind of iffy. Although I did look at the list and it said we didn't do it. And also, by the way, all these things up here, these are all the reactions I'm doing for the week. Just to put, couldn't be popular is the last one. We could do this one as well, Star Search, if you guys want, and I could keep going down this list if that's what you guys would want. If you guys want more comedy, I know some people were talking about the that's a video, right? And here's some stuff from whatever. That's George Carlin. I don't care. I wonder if Norm Macdonald did Getting Coffee with Seinfeld, with Jerry Seinfeld. That'd be kind of cool if he did. I don't think he did though. I've only watched the first season of that, so if you guys want to check that out, we could do that as well. I don't know if I could actually get away with doing that on YouTube, but yeah, if you guys want some of this stuff right here, the Star Search, the Norm Macdonald hidden track, and what looks like more of the same, 2 more. I wouldn't mind doing that. I love Norm Macdonald, dude. He's always really funny. The shit that he says is just so fucked up. It's just great. I love it. It was kind of weird doing this reaction because in the back of my mind, I'm like, dude, best disease ever. I feel like we've done that. I'm almost positive we have. I'm going to go ahead and upload it just because it's literally not on my list. I keep typing it in. I keep typing in and all my videos. I can make a huge search. Tiger Woods, OJ, I don't drink, the news, me doing stand-up, courageous battle, and it's good to be alive. That's all I got. And that's a search throughout all the videos I have under the code. Actually, you know what? We could just do best disease. Nothing. All right. Well, I either have heard the name, saw someone reacting to it, or I did it and something happened. I don't know. So if you guys have already seen this, apologies. But I remember some of it. I don't remember the dog part. I remember the anonymous part. Like I said, I feel like I don't drink and courageous battle. Was like an amalgamation. Either way, though, I always have fun checking out Norma, and I'm going to end it right there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Like the video, like the content. You can like, subscribe, and share. Remember, it's completely up to you. I do appreciate it, though. It does help me out some way or another. I'll see whatever video I'm doing next which you saw. It's going to be a lot of that stuff. Some music, other things, some crazy looking movies and stuff like that. So check out all that stuff if you want. I'll see you then. Later.